I've been struggling to figure out what my next move should be. There's just too much going on in my head. And it's hard to focus. But maybe, just maybe, if I go through my journal, I'll find something that will help me get back on track. I don't know, I might have to take a look at this ledger. Start naming these damn cases. Damn yellow mug. You know, that broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. Looks like it depicts a person of Sumerian descent, frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. Seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. Looks kinda cool. Now, the ledger I found in the trash, well, hey, it's gotta be my notes in there. But getting back to this mug, I don't know. Thinking of keeping it. Oh, this damn ledger. It's full of notes written. Has to be in my notes. Dense cursive. I don't know. I definitely have to start looking into this closer. I think there's some clues here in this ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
All right. Is there anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Toilet paper's a necessary item. Don't you ever forget that. First thing to leave the shelves. Let me inspect this piece of shit closer.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Oh yeah, I'd love to take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
All right, show me that clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Okay, buddy. It's enough of this damn clip.
A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Yeah, it is. I see some white papers here. What are these yellow papers all about? I don't know. Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Good. Finally, I get my hand on a real piece of weaponry here. Maybe something I can beat Kim over the head with.
U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Oh, what's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. What do you mean? Is that all?
Hey, January 51, huh? Okay. We're getting somewhere here. But what the hell's with all these case files? These unfinished case files?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. Judging by the creases on your forehead and the lines on your cheeks, too much more. Going back years, decades even.
Okay, decades. There was mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
And even more.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
Fuck yeah.
Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping.
There's nothing better than kicking those druggies in the ass.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Hey, Kim. My cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I didn't say that. I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Oh, and why is that? Everybody a bunch of program robots in there? A bunch of idiots following orders?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Yeah, well, I seem to have named a case. The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
Ah, you're such a little wimp. Who cares what his loved ones think? What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Count these damn pages. I have to open an official case, I guess. Is there any room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Well, I'm tough as shit old school, so I'll commit to the paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Yeah, I'll interview that little prick, the cafeteria manager, but let me cross out the ones I've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Kim, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got some ideas. I feel like naming it shit on a stick. 'Cause you know what? That's what it looks like, a piece of shit hanging from a tree and nothing more to me. but since you're into all these naming games, I'll leave it up to you. So what do you have?
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Kim, you're too easy. Let me guess, the Hangman.
Oh, that's actually what I was thinking. The Hanged Man. I like that. A good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Oh yes, very original, Kim. Excellent name.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
It's excellent. Can you believe it? We actually sorted out how to name the fucking case. You know what? Pat yourself on the shoulder. Good job. Okay, let's get down to business here.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay. Enough playing around with this stuff. Can I read the case files now? I think it's time to give it a shot.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Okay, that's gotta mean something. Wait, HDB 41, weren't those officer? Precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
All right, HDB are my initials. Finally. Getting somewhere here. What the hell's my name? HDB. I don't know. I'm just not feeling them. Somehow just doesn't add up. I thought my name was this Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Wow. You know what? I don't know what to say to that.
I got nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. But it's the one you got. So sorry.
Yeah. How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Where do I start? The unsolvable case. Well, that sounds like a great one, doesn't it? Great start. Square bullet hole murders. The square bullet hole murders. Nah. Sure as hell isn't the couch in an unexpected location. Murder at the hookah parlor. I don't know. Could be interesting. But your process of elimination, buddy? Yeah, well, let's go with the first one. The Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
What the hell's this world coming to?
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lecturers have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World Mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Okay, well, it's piqued my interest. Let me keep reading.
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
JV? Who the hell's JV now? And me organizing a plebiscite?
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Yeah, you know what? It's easy. Remove the mural. It is wrong.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Too late for us. What the hell kind of nonsense is this? Who are these people? You know what? I don't buy any of this shit. I must have voted. Possibly even lobbied. Probably trying to remove the thing. Because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit.
No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting tired of this nonsense. No one cares. What are you talking about? I care. So what? I can revisit this. I'll revisit it. Put the case files away.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
I know I've got to put this ledger away. I don't know, but I can't seem to get it out of my head. It's like this thing is just stuck in my brain. Nagging at me like a broken record. The numbers, the names, they're all jumbled up. It's like they're dancing in my mind. Making me dizzy. I know I just need to put it down. But it's so damn hard. Let me come back to this mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
What are you saying? There's quite a lot to read into here. Actually, look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Ah, this yellow mug. I mean, it's just so funny. Look at it. It's got a picture here. I don't know, how could anyone not find this hilarious? You know, but some people, they just can't seem to take a joke anymore. They see a mug and like this, and they all see is offensive. They see something that's politically incorrect or culturally insensitive. Can't people just laugh anymore? Why does everything have to be so damn serious all the time? It's just a mug, for God's sake. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. And the way I see it, people need to start laughing a little bit more around here.
Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case?
Yeah, that's right. I'm that kind of a detective. So don't fucking get in my way. Kim, what's with this kid? Who's this little brat throwing rocks at the man hanging from the tree? Damn, it's just disrespectful. Who does he think he is? Treating a human life like it's some kind of playground toy. Even though it is a piece of shit hanging from the tree. But what's with his language? Dear God, where did a kid his age even learn to talk like that? It's like he's got no sense of decorum or respect. He needs to learn some manners, Kim. To understand the gravity of the situation.
Yes?
Something's bothering me, Kim. You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
You know exactly what I'm saying. You know what? What are you up to? Beat it. You're cramping my style.
Frankly, Detective, you are in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without close supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty-bound to report you. Take it as a token of good faith between our precincts that I haven't done so.
Don't threaten me, Kim. I know what the RCM is. All right, let's get to it.
That's good.
That is good. You know, maybe I need some me time.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Whoa, Kim's not going to be watching me. Okay. Good. Sounds good.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
And so, another episode comes to a close. Well, I've shared the detective's thoughts. This is Dirty Harry, remember? This is Dirty Harry's thoughts, his struggles, and his journey. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this journey with me. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please show your support by liking and subscribing. Your likes and comments keep me going and help to spread the word about this series to others. Until next time, I'll see you later.